Pledge allegiance, stand if you can. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call starting on my right.
Councilperson Brett Byer.
Mayor Jimmy John King.
Councilperson Craig Anderson.
Councilperson Jeremiah Olgen.
We're looking for approval of tonight's agenda. Do we have any additional from staff? Anything here at the table?
We'll move to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Approval of council meeting minutes of the regular meeting of February 25th, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
I abstained on that one, Cheryl, since I wasn't here.
Oh, yeah,
Well, you could say something if you want to.
and Bill did a good job on them, didn't he?
Huh?
Bill did a good job on them, didn't he?
Oh, yes, he did.
Well, somebody did a nice job typing them out.
Team, what a great team.
Finance and budget, you got the accounts payable and you got additional accounts there. Any questions? Who are we gonna ask tonight? We'll ask Sean.
They're here.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Questions? Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Takes us right into motions to general business. First items under motion to general business tonight is resolution approving preliminary plat and final plat. Prime subdivision, the planning commission held a public hearing and reviewed the preliminary and final plat at their March 4th meeting. They are recommending approval as per the city engineer review letter, which is attached. The commission is also recommending the installation of sidewalks on the north side of Prime Drive Northwest as required by city ordinance. Placement of sanitary sewer line is currently being coordinated between Ryan Companies and city staff, including the city engineer. Additionally, the city is working with MnDOT and Malcolm Incorporated to secure the necessary right-of-way and funding to connect 2nd Avenue Northwest with Prime Drive Northwest. Finally, the city and Ryan Companies LLC will enter into a development agreement in accordance with our city ordinance to address the above mentioned items. So, the action requested tonight would be approval of resolution 2025- approving the preliminary and the final plat of Prime subdivision per city engineer Opernoti's review and executed development agreement. Any questions or discussion? For anyone?
Oh, I was at that meeting, so.
Okay,
So where's that drive coming in, Jimmy John? Right?
coming in by Peter.
By Peterbilt there. So you go up
But it'll be a
towards
circle
Peterbilt.
eventually.
Yep.
Right from, you go in and turn at Quick Trip,
Yep.
and you'll drive up past Barnes House, and you'll eventually go
Go
hit
up to
Prime
there.
Drive, and then you
Okay.
come back down by Peterbilt and United Therapeutics and all that. So it'll be a big circle.
Okay.
And then the sidewalk that we talked about, in their preliminary plan, they only had sidewalks on the south side. But for the last few years, we've been trying to put them on both sides of the street. So they're gonna look at it and see if there's a reason. Cause obviously if there's some purposeful reason why you can't put a sidewalk up there, I'd understand it, but.
Yeah, this is Eddie Wolf with Ryan Companies.
Yeah, so I'm Eddie Wolf with Ryan Companies, representing the developer and the client. Good evening. Since last week, we did evaluate, there isn't any logical reason why we can, so we have made the adjustments to account for it.
Fantastic, thank you.
So we'll be adjusting the drawing to reflect that accurately.
Appreciate it.
Any other questions for anyone who's at the podium?
So that street Craig's talking about, an addition from Quick Trip up to Peterbilt, that's gonna get built like now, or
The
what?
first one will probably be Prime, and we'll go from
That'd be north of Quick
Peterbilt,
Trip,
from
no,
Peterbilt
Peterbilt
over.
over, okay,
From Peterbilt going east,
yes,
Marv's gonna build from Quick Trip going north.
okay,
And then we gotta connect at the corner.
We will be doing the connection of the two.
Yeah, so the north segment's outside of our scope,
Yes.
but it's designed in conjunction
Yeah.
to make sure it
I
all.
was just kinda curious how the street system is gonna work out there.
It's all gonna come
Yeah.
together.
So companies and their contractor will build the street for Prime Drive
East of,
going,
east,
East
going,
and west.
Yep.
going east-west.
okay,
And Mark Schumann's contractor, whoever he gets, will do north-south.
okay,
And then we are doing our contract that we are still waiting to hear about funding from MnDOT to do the connection, although I've kind of been told it'll happen, but we're making it happen.
It'll all come together.
It's all gonna come together, so we will make them come together. And it will make a loop, and our utilities, the water main will loop. It'll be good.
It'll be a wonderful thing, it'll be a beautiful thing. Ryan companies are excellent people to work with.
What kind of time frame are you guys looking at once you get all the approvals for everything?
We are hoping to break ground, mid-year. If we can accelerate that, we will certainly look at opportunities to do so, and it's pedal to the metal right now. I'm just trying to get through this last hearing this evening and, everything else buttoned up.
Did you do your norm, drive down from
Yes, sir.
Savage, turn around, go back?
Yes, sir.
I was just up in Savage last night myself.
Yeah, I was downtown at the office today, then stopped at home to let the dog out. I'm here, so.
I have to tell the rest of the council, the work we've done with Ryan Company so far, what an excellent company to work with. They're just fantastic people. We've had Zoom meetings with them, we've had in-person meetings, and they're just, Eddie here is a great guy to work with. I hope you feel the same way about our staff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mimic that, not only city staff, Jenna, the engineer, and it's a breath of fresh air, to be quite honest. Like, just working with you all, the excitement, the receptiveness, and the hard work, because there's a lot of steps in these processes, so just very much appreciate it.
All right, with that being said, all in favor say aye.
Did we do?
Oh, wait,
Oh, I'm sorry. I got so excited. It's a wonderful thing and I got excited. You're gonna make the
I'll
motion.
make a
Craig.
motion to
Wonderful,
approve
Craig. Second?
yeah.
Jeremiah, you second it?
I'll second it.
You wanna put a third on that?
Third.
All right, we got third. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Wonderful. Carries. There you are. Thank you, Eddie.
See you later.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
Have a good night.
I'll check with you guys.
Yeah,
All right.
perfect, thank you.
Thanks.
Next item on the motion is general business. Resolution approving bids and contract for the 2025 CIP 11th Avenue Northwest. City has advertised for bids for the CIP project that includes 11th Avenue Northwest with two alternatives. Bid letting was held on March 4th, 2025. There were 12 contractors that bid on this project. The city used the conventional bidding, low bid method for this project. You see all 12 in front of you. Unbelievable, I couldn't believe Makowitz is in there. I mean,
Usually have three.
So this goes out to everybody. I was wondering why there were so many on this one.
They get a
Anybody that wants to bid on it can bid on it.
It goes out onto a public system, it's called, call it Quest. And it goes out publicly every year. So everybody has the same option no matter what.
Why
It's
not?
and it's always been like that?
Yep.
Yeah,
And sometimes we get 3 and sometimes we get.
Sometimes we get 3, lately we've gotten 5 to 6, but having 12 is a record
They go with
that
that.
I
People are
know.
hungry.
And almost all of them, it appears, came in under your guys'
I
numbers.
was just gonna say that.
Correct, all but one.
I believe this is happening, Greg, because of what Eddie said. It's a wonderful staff, a wonderful engineer.
Well, clearly she's
They just all
overpriced.
they all wanna work in Stewartville.
So I'm a little confused on that. If I'm getting this right, there's the base bid for what's already determined to be done. I guess I don't remember which, or alternate 1 and alternate 2.
Okay, so alternate 1 is paving the rest of 11th to the south.
Yep.
And alternate 2 is paving the driveway for the landowner at the south.
He pays. Oh.
That's a fast.
And all of, those are pass-throughs, they are not city funds.
I get it.
Well,
We're hopefully getting him a better bid by being part of the project to make it cheaper for him and
Sure.
everyone's happy.
Oh, I get it, cool.
But it's really exciting. There was 12. We came in, 400,000 under.
Wow.
And somebody Who was it that's worked with this company before? Somebody that you work with or one of our guys?
Actually, Dylan.
Oh, Dylan.
All right, engineer Dillon is acknowledged well, I should say Fitzgerald Excavating was a low bid. And Dillon has acknowledged the knowledge of Fitzgerald Excavating of good. He was confident they have a sufficient understanding of the project and equipment to perform this construction project. Staff recommends the project be awarded to Fitzgerald Excavating and with the alternate 2 bids, which will be split between City, Highland River, LLC, Keefe, and Eric Bigness. A development agreement will be signed prior to the start of the project start. So the action requested would be to approve resolution 2025, resolution receiving bids and awarding contracts to Fitzgerald Excavating for the 2025 CIP project, to authorize City Administrator Schimmel to authorize the development agreement for alternate bids. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do we have a second? Second. Questions or any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That would pass.
So, yep, there's 2 people. Bigness and Keefe. Yep. What are they? Who owns what?
Just the
This is,
Storage unit.
this is like,
Tory owns,
Tori owns this place?
so he would pay from where it goes to Al's, his half.
Tori owns this?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Bigness was over
That's big.
and he wants to do the whole,
Oh,
besides pay for part of this.
okay, no, that makes perfect sense.
All right, Brian, take back to the commissioners. If they've been prepared to do 15th Avenue out here, the bids are coming in so fantastic because they love working in Stewartville. We could have saved the county a bunch of money when they helped us out on that. All right,
I will take that back
who is the chairperson this year?
to, Mark Tyne.
Well, you let Mark know that I said that, would you?
Mark knows me.
Mark will enjoy knowing I said that. We voted, didn't we? I'm so excited tonight about this stuff, it's just.
Yeah, we did that one.
All right, DNR grant. Bryn Park inclusive equipment grant. Minnesota DNR grant for inclusive playground equipment. Prepared by Sandra Greaves. The park board has requested the city staff research and pursue funding opportunities to help offset the cost associated with adding an inclusive park at Bryn Park. As part of the board's initiative to enhance accessibility at Bryn Park, city staff sought multiple estimates for proposed improvements, which include pour-in-place surfacing and additional inclusive play equipment. After careful review, the park board has recommended proceeding with the higher estimate from Flagship Recreation. While a lower estimate was obtained, staff and the board believe the higher estimate enhances the grant application by showing a well-planned, high-quality project. The selected vendor has a strong track record and has been highly responsive throughout the process, which aligns with grant priorities and improves the chances of securing the grant. And I was also told on that same subject, that part of the grant did request made in America equipment. And the one company is made in America, and the other one, they aren't sure if it's all made in America or not. So that gave it a little higher priority too. If the city is not awarded the grant, the board will reassess the project by reviewing the budget, exploring alternative funding options, and reevaluating the estimates to determine the best path forward. And attached are the copies of the estimates.
Who here is familiar with this grant? Everybody, or?
Well, Sandra
I'm
was
just
the one.
curious, what kind of amount are we looking at? Like, will they cover a certain percentage of the bill, or? I fell over when I saw how expensive it is to build a park.
It's handicapped.
I know, that's what I mean.
That's why.
No, and I get it, and it looks really, really cool.
I asked Sandra this afternoon for the specifics on that, because, so it would be about half.
100,000.
It would?
Is what we're, yeah, so we're.
If they receive-
It would come in cheaper if we got the grant to go with the more expensive one.
Right.
But if we didn't get it, we would reassess, maybe go with a cheaper bid then and do the project off the cheaper bid. But it would be more expensive if we.
But like
if we
this,
got the grant.
this, like the rendering on this, so you can wheelchair across the whole thing.
Yes.
That's awesome, that's really cool.
That's that foam, it's like a foam.
Like a
pad.
rotary stuff,
Yes.
Yeah, so, and then if you look at the two, competing renderings, it's actually different equipment too, so it's not a apples to apples comparison either. It's like you look at that merry-go-round in the middle, there's
Yeah.
only room for one on that one, and the other one had like 4, so it's much bigger.
Pretty cool,
Got way more swings.
really cool, actually.
Of course, the equipment's all designed so it doesn't catch clothing or a wheel or anything that could cause.
I could probably even play it this one and be safe.
Not get hurt.
You probably could, yeah.
Huh.
Any other discussion or questions? All right, so the council action requested is the park board is requesting city council approval to move forward with a higher estimate for the accessibility park grant application for Bryn Park. So all we're asking, if they can move forward with applying for the grant yet, for the higher one.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve that.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry.
That'll be pretty cool if that goes.
Another exciting thing. All right, that takes us out of motions and general business, the mayor's staff and consultant reports. Mayor's report. Oh, sympathies to the families from the city of Stewartville of Robert Kellner, Roberta Isle, Dale Bolter Sr., and Bev Feehan. Now, coming up faster than we want to admit, but don't forget, we got the Toasted Days coming up. That's April 4th at the old 7th Event Center. You can get tickets here, you get them at Fairway, you can get them
That's it, online.
online. Stewartville Star's always telling about it in there and stuff, so pay attention there and get a ticket. It is a great time for a great cause. And lots of good things happen in Stewartville because of the Stewartville Foundation.
Our project, I'm gonna throw this in, our project this year is our area parks. So High Forest, Town Square, and then the City of Racine is gonna do some upgrading. So we're gonna be giving to those 2 projects.
Wonderful. That'll be exciting too. Yeah, I'm excited about this year. See, vacation does me good.
Yeah, look what Jamaica did to him. I don't even want to ask what went into his body.
He hasn't argued since he came back.
He come back and he was calling everybody on and bro.
Happy.
All right, here's a big one, another biggie. Girls basketball went to state tonight to start first round of play tomorrow up at the state.
Yeah, do we know, do they play at 10 in the morning? Does
Yeah.
anybody know?
I don't know for sure, do you?
Yeah, it's 10.
And I can't figure out when do the guys play, to figure out
Friday night at 6.
Friday.
Well, the guys aren't to the state yet. right?
No, they're
No,
playing
it's
for, go to
sections,
six,
They play Byron,
They do, here or up in Vince.
Civic Center.
Male Civic Center.
All right, good luck to them boys too.
Exciting.
All right, girls, do it. And don't forget, last but not least, never least, is the Sportsman's Club Wild Game Feed. Craig, you should go get that.
Yeah, well,
I supply part of the products they use out there.
don't you feed the country?
Well, I do that, but I supply a specific specialty item for the wild game.
Oh, I bet you I know.
Did that come back from,
I bet you do.
did that come back from Jamaica?
No, that's
Straight from the
homegrown,
farm.
homegrown right from the farm. That is Saturday, March 22nd. Get your
Yes.
tickets, get out there, at least get in the raffle, something, help them out. That's all I've got in front of me, but I know there's all kinds of fantastic stuff I want to talk about.
Why didn't you wear your Jamaica stocking cap today?
Now I'm gonna wear my Bob Marley hat with the dreads on it next week. But anyhow,
Can you imagine the embarrassment that he provided in Jamaica? You know what that whole island's
How many
thinking?
job offers he got? They wanted to move
The
down.
whole island's just thinking American farmers. No.
they called me a Jamaican before I left. No, staff's been, well, to say no other way, balls to the walls. There's so much stuff happening in this town right now for the engineering, for the P&Z, for the administrator. It's just, she's wild. They're gonna all deserve a vacation here shortly, so
Like everybody does.
thumbs up. City administrator's report.
Short report, just because it's been all staff work and I was gone a few days there, so. But it's been all good stuff with the projects, whether it's our internal projects or these projects that are coming about, adding to the commercial and industrial base, so good news all the way around.
I like it when you guys are super busy because these reports are short and sweet and we just move right on. Public Works, Buck Thorne, all right, moving on to that.
Any questions for Administrator Bill? No. Next is Public Works Director Sean. What do you got?
Mark Finance.
That's it, theme of the week.
I gotta tell you, I think it's looking fantastic out there. Personally, myself, wonderful. We should have started there.
And we've had more compliments than we've had complaints, I know that.
Nice.
You been by there, Craig, to see what, oh, you gotta drive by, just drive by.
Keep going through the business park every day or every few days, but I don't know.
Swing by,
You'll be amazed.
right there on the highway by the cemetery, just drive by that and see what they're doing. Fantastic. Anything else you need to tell Sean? John and the guys are doing a great job again. All right, city engineer Jenna, you got a report for us? You got nothing going on.
I just got back from Colorado last night,
All
so
right.
no report.
Perfect.
Everybody needs vacation.
Well, and it's good you come back to good news that the bids were lower and
Yeah.
ready to roll. So.
Yep.
I was here when we accepted.
Oh, yeah,
it,
no,
and then I
roll,
left
we'll
and
be back.
came back.
Boy, it'd be great if Nate was here, but he's not, so no record director report. We'll go on to the chief. Chief Brandon, what do you got for us?
We had a little bit of a slowdown in February, which was good. December and January were super busy. So 6 fire calls in February, 41 EMS. Our new SCBA's have arrived. We have them in-house. We're waiting on the vendor they have to come and barcode everything, because they'll track everything warranty-wise if they need repairs. And then in-service training for those. We did trade in, or we will be trading in our old units. So 1 pack, 2 bottles. Trade-in value of $250 per unit. And then apparatus committee went out to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We left town at 5 o'clock this morning to visit Hyman Fire, just to view their facility, look at some in-build projects, just to kind of scope out the work that they do. We sat down and we were pleased with what we saw in the build quality. So we sat down, refined the specs. We'll be waiting now on a final spec for that light rescue that was approved back in December. So once we get the final spec and a contract, we're ready to move forward with that. So that is it from fire department.
Big grass fire that one day, huh?
Yeah, so we had, those settled down a little bit. What did we have? February we had 2 grass fires.
Did you have to
We're
run
back
up
up
to
to
Rochester
Rochester.
or whatever?
Helped Rochester on a couple of them up there in southeast. So.
Did you guys go to the plane crash?
Yep, that was ours.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Off the
So
airport
did
property.
it land?
What's that?
Did it crash? I was looking on the call notes and it said it was near hole 3. Was it actually in the woods near DeCook's house?
Mhm.
I mean, I think it must have been really close
Yep.
to their house. They must have.
Too far.
He saw it happen.
Yeah, I saw they went and picked up, I couldn't believe they said the guy was walking around. They picked him up in the side-by-side and got him back to their house. But when I was looking, trying to figure out the way it was described, I thought, holy cow, this guy could have went right into their roof. Crazy.
Obviously, that's one, we don't deal with those all the time, unfortunately, but that was probably best case scenario.
How do they get the helicopter or the plane out of there?
I don't know how, they're starting, I saw in the news, they're starting that this week. They'll have, FAA is done with their investigation and they're free to remove it. So it sounds like DeCooks will be removing it.
Oh, that's who gets, I was gonna say, who gets stuck.
Well, because they own he's the one who lived there, so.
Well, that's junk though, if it's not your plane, that guy should have to do it.
Any other questions for chief? Thanks, chief, keep it up. Tell the guys are doing a good job protecting us. Let's see, Jake's not here, he ain't got the pool ready yet, but by God, if it hits 70 degrees this weekend,
Be ready.
people will be getting ready. So,
Before you know it.
committee, commission, and board reports, Chamber of Commerce. I see there's nothing in the packet, I've heard of nothing of you. EDA HRA, we will have a meeting next week. The housing, we have improved more houses in Stewartville with the EDA, with the program that Senator came up with the last 2 years, than I believe the county HRA has done yet, the county.
Have a good night.
We've taken care of a bunch of them, see you, Brian, thanks.
Another meeting.
Yeah, at the end of the year, I'm gonna put it all together for you, Brian, and show you, we take care of our own down here, so, cause you don't wanna help me. Not you in particular. Some of the other board. Finance? Well, nothing.
Nothing.
I ain't got nobody to talk to about that.
Auditors come tomorrow.
Auditor?
So we'll be getting ready for that report for what was on that committee.
And you folks, the staff, the department heads have done, one round of interviews already. We'll be doing another one this week, correct?
Very
And
soon.
then it'll be turned over to us. You guys get together, you all get to know from Cheryl for the date, pick a date.
Yeah, we probably go on with Wednesday, did we decide?
I haven't heard from Jeremiah.
I responded to you,
Yeah.
yeah, about,
Oh.
6:45.
While you're sitting here.
What day was it?
Today, oh, Wednesday.
Wednesday. We'll be doing them at Wednesday then at 4:30.
All right. All right. Thank you. Library,
Uh,
park board.
we met last night, I talked about the playground equipment that we looked at tonight, and, we had some guests from the, disc golf, folks, and, guy from the baseball association that's got some things to go out and, improve the field out at Town Park.
All right. Personnel,
Interviews next week.
all right. Planning zoning. We got
Minutes
some
are in
minutes.
there, and we just voted on that particular topic tonight, so.
Great, great topic. Public safety. February calls for service are in the packet. Public works,
Nothing.
ready?
A report other than their annual meeting, and we'll get you a
Oh,
booklet
that's
from
right,
that.
we were just there yesterday.
Yep, and so we'll get you their annual report booklet, for your next meeting.
Do you have any people, did you have, the county have anybody there?
Commissioner Podolsky Smith was there,
Okay.
and I think there was a couple staff there.
When she reports back to the rest of the board, she'll tell you how Stewartville was a big topic of the whole thing. That's all they want to talk about in Stewartville.
We got called out in a good way.
That's good, yeah.
The Smith people did, the Ready people did, the new president of the board did. I mean, it's just Stewartville.
Good, it's great to hear.
Second largest city in the county. Tell them pay attention, we're gonna come on real fast here. Roll call.
Minutes in your packet, tomorrow we start that, it's a virtual meeting, but the planning for the 2050, comprehensive plan, I guess you'd say, that Dan reported on, last time. And, two of our projects are already on the worksheet, of course, 15th, and then, Second Avenue from, I'll just say Fairway, up to the Quick Trip North Interchange, so we'll keep honing in on that, so be working with Brian on that as
County,
well.
yeah. Thank you. Transit Advisory Committee,
No report this time.
communications, nothing in the packet.
I'm moved to adjourn.
Okay, the motion to adjourn. You want to say anything? All right, a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? We adjourn.